Hello everyone, my name is Karen Ashley. My text set topic focus is who we are. People are alike and different, and people are unique and belong to many groups. My enduring understanding and central idea is families and other people help make who we are. The first book that I chose from my book of gems was The Great Big Book of Families by Mary Hoffman. It did win a major award, East Essex Children's Book Award in 2014. The genre of this book is actually realistic fiction, descriptive, and figurative language. In this book, families come with a lot of diversity. They are unique and belong to many groups. You can have two moms, two dads, different houses, different jobs. This is a nice book for the children to be able to look at and figure out what similarities they can pick out of this book. And then the activity I had, create a family tree with a large poster, have the children do paper plates of each person in their family and put it on the tree, and then we can all look at it and see what was different, how many people were in this person's family and how many people were in that person's family. Showing that people are alike and different and they belong in different groups. In the first of every book that I read, I always tell the author and the illustrator, and then we talk about the author and the illustrator. And in this book, I would ask them in the beginning, while we read this book, see if you can pick out pictures that are people in your family. I would also ask several TWT questions and TAT questions through this book. This book met several standards. Students build an understanding of text and themselves, cultures, and society. The students will watch and listen to a story to completion of 10 or more minutes. And that was my first book. My second book was Tough Boris. This was by Fox Mem. This is a fiction book, imaginary picture book. It was about Boris von Borch and his gang of pirates seem greedy and mean. Boris's parrot suddenly dies. A stowaway on the boat finds out something about Boris van der Borch and himself during their adventures at sea. The implicit theme on this is people are not always what they seem. I would ask several questions, like during the book, ask about the words like tough, scuffy, and greedy in this book. They have very simple words. The illustration tells most of the stories. Now, how did this book go with this text? All right. The students will do a comparison chart with the teacher about different people, how different people live. The categories will be pirates, children's moms, dads, teachers, fishermen, construction workers. The concept is to see how many different groups of people that the students come up with and show different places where they live. That will also fit into how people are alike and different. My next book that I did was, which this is the third book, And Tango Makes Three, about the penguins. This is by Justin Richardson and Peter Parnell. It did win a Sheffield Children's Book Award in 2008. It's a realistic fiction picture book. And in this book, two penguins named Roy and Silo are a little different. They like to do the same thing as other penguins. They want a family the same as other penguins. They are having trouble adding to their family. Somehow they add to the family. I wonder how they do that. The explicit theme was we are all different in some way. Implicit theme, we are all unique and individual, but belong to a group. The questions I would ask in this are, I would go to a couple pages The one page I would go to is the page here on this page. And I would say, what do you think the penguins are looking for? What's different in this picture that the other penguins have? So they can see that there is a difference that other parents have that these two do not. I would also ask other questions. What do you think is happening on this page where the eggs are hatching? At the end, we would talk about different characters of the penguins being to two dads. Talk about how some people have a mom and have a dad, and some people have two moms and two dads. And that's what makes every family unique and different. People can belong to different groups. My recommended learning activity would be have students draw a picture of who they live with and tell you about the picture. We would do a web chart showing how animals and peoples can live with different people also. And that sort of puts our connection back together of how people are different, unique, and belong to many groups. My next book is on the man who walked between two towers. And this book is by Mercedes Gernstein, and it was a Caldecott Medal winner. It's nonfiction. It's about adventure. The author of the story is a very interesting character with a vision. He is a tightrope walker, and he envisions walking between the towers that are large in a city, and it's between the two twin towers that are no longer existing. He is different from most people. He enjoys the thrill of the walk, as most people would fear the walk across the big towers. The implicit theme is I completed my vision of the walk. I would ask the children, what do you think Felipe is doing while sitting on the bench? Because in one picture he's sitting on the bench showing the twin towers behind him. And so I would see if they come up with the vision, oh, he's going to walk between that. Do you think you would walk across the large buildings? Do you think Felipe is different from most people? My connection on this is I would have students draw a picture of, in class I would build two large buildings out of building blocks. We would visualize, the large buildings, and then I would have them walk across a board and have their eyes closed so they could vision what it would feel like of walking across large in height. Because when you close your eyes, you feel different. To connect this with my topic, we would do a chart about how people like to do different things than other people. Show the students that people are unique and different and belong in different groups. A chart topics, type ropes, bikes, swimming, rock climbing, mountain climbing, skateboarding. I would let students pick different topics, and then we would discuss this. And that's how I would connect this to my theme of who we are. People are alike and different. People are unique and belong to many groups. My last book, I had to do a fairy tale, of course, and this is by Lucy Cousins, Yummy 8 Favorite Fairy Tales, and the one that I chose was The Three Little Pigs. This was a 2010 New York Times Best Illustrated Children's Book of the Year. It's a classic fairy tale. The classic fairy tale is about three pigs going away to be on their own and to build their own houses. Each pig is unique and different in their own way. They each chose a different type of house to build. Whose house do you think was the strongest? And my implicit theme on this is we are all unique and different, as each pig built a different type of house to fit their personality. One was lazy, one had a little bit more energy, and one really thought it out and the strategy on it. I would ask the students, how many different pigs and houses were there in the story? Do we live in different types of houses also? That's what would connect this with my topic. After reading the story, the students will choose which type of house they want to build and live in and describe why. I will have different types of materials on the table, like straws, stick, and chips to represent the bricks. To create their own house, they can glue it on the paper. We will discuss that people live in different types of houses and we all are different and unique in some way. I will apply anecdotal notes on their papers and let them talk about the houses in front of the class. This also connects me to people are unique and different and belong in different groups. To me, what is a good children's book? A good children's book is developmentally appropriate for each the child that you're teaching. It should have good merits of good style language. It should have good illustrations, a plot. The wording should be appropriate for the children and also learn to build their vocabulary. I really enjoyed doing this text set. I wasn't sure how I was going to fit these 5 books together with the topic, but when it came to it, I think I fit them all together, and who we are, people are alike and different, people are unique and belong in different groups. Families and other people help make up who we are. And thank you for listening to my video. Bye.